season is important. What are they going to say about demand and what's going on? Although Apple doesn't give any guidance, but it'll be.
Look at Kathy with her 5-year timeline. Is she pumping coin again? So the lady yesterday came on CNBC and she said something ridiculously simple. I mean, she's a smart lady. She said something very simple, like Sam said. She said Coinbase charges a percentage. So if you sell something, say you charge 5% and you sell something at $1,000, Omid, you make $50, correct? Say you charge 5%, you make $50. If the price of the thing gets cut in half, you only make $2.50.
Yeah, you're making less.
You're making less, and Bitcoin has dropped by 60%. So you're making less in coin. I mean, it's very straightforward. It's very straightforward. And for people to say it's going to keep going back up, and coin's going to do well, it's going to go to shit. It's going to go to shit, I'm telling you. They still can't process a wire. Explain that to me, Omid. And you guys with money, there's a lot of people that have money, especially in this room, have a lot of money. Here's what I do before I've sent any wires. Because Sam doesn't trust it. So I send a $5 wire to see if it gets there, to make sure the address is right. I don't trust people. And see if it gets posted. And then I go send 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, whatever you're going to send, right? Do you guys send $1 million without testing if you got the address right or the numbers right? And then you send $1 million, and then you call up your bank, say you call Wells Fargo, and you say, hey, I sent a wire. And they said, yeah, it was sent. So then you send a message to Coin, and they don't respond. And there's no phone number. And you send another message, and you send another message, and it's not posted. It's 2 days later. It's 3 days later. It's already out of your account. It's 4 days later. It's 5 days later. And you've sent $1 million. And you don't know what to do. And you're just bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching because you just have no idea what happened to your $1 million. Does that even happen, Omid? Does that happen? Or have people gotten smarter and said, they didn't post my $5 for a week, I'm sure not sending any money to them. Screw them, I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I think if you're acting like a bank, like Coinbase and all these platforms that trade crypto are, yeah, you have to be regulated. It's to me, it's crazy. It's going on this long, and they don't even have a customer service number.
Exactly. I mean, it's gonna go to shit. And here's the thing: how does a lady like Kathy, a very smart lady, she's just stubborn to a fault, where she doesn't understand what 2001 is. Okay, stubborn to a fault. That you don't buy stuff like Teladoc, going to shit. Coin, going to shit. Zoom, going to shit. I mean, they're all going to go to shit. Just like this UPSD and all these other ones. Then we see. Okay, let's get started here. Good morning, everybody. 6:28. Stocks go up, stocks go down, stocks go up, stocks go down. Then we see. What happens next? Don't know. I'm hearing huge buy programs. Don't know when they kick off. Don't know. Maybe today, maybe in a few days. Goldman sees losses topping $1.2 billion from consumer push. Don't understand what that means. They just laid off 1K in positions. Did Goldman Sachs just lay off 1K? Well, that's not so good. They just don't know if that's about Goldman Sachs or not. Something just came out. Then we see. No, Coinbase. Okay. That I agree with. Goldman sees Coinbase losses topping $1.2 billion. That I agree. That takes Coinbase down to 40 at earnings. Not now, at earnings. Then we see. Okay, SPX up 21 at 21. You're back to 39.21. You got 39.32. Big number. If they can get 39.32, it can run. It can rip. Okay, Kyle is telling us GDP is tomorrow. PCE is Thursday. Consumer confidence today at 10. Then we see. It is important. Okay? Downside, 38.50. If 38.50 breaks, everything dies. Everything dies. NVIDIA, 172, 176, 181. This can get to 182, 185 if Micron guides up. If Micron guides down, this can get to 150. Lam Research, up a little bit. We bought some Lam Research puts as a hedge. Then we see. 472, this can get to 490 if Micron guides up. 490. Wow. This can get to 400 if Micron guides down. Big day Thursday. Okay? Avago. Still just sitting here. Then we see. So Avago, you got 511, 516, 522. Avago can get to 530 if Micron guides up. It can get to 480. Not saying they're going there. They said can get to 480 if Micron guides down. Okay, so that's your chip numbers. Goldman Sachs, 306, 309. CrowdStrike, 187, 192. Pan W, 521, still huge. 533 escalated. Up. Zscaler, 172, 177. Enphase looking better. 211, 216. Now, I don't know if the Trump tariffs affect this or if it's new. He said he was going to take tariffs off of all these solar companies. He didn't do it. It went to 215. Let's see if it gets back there. Here's the thing. Guys, write this stuff down when I tell you this stuff, okay? July 6th. From what I hear, the Trump tariffs expire on July 6th. He needs to just continue them. He doesn't have to do nothing, just extend them. And the tariffs stay on. If he doesn't extend them, all the tariffs come off. If all the tariffs come off, you're going to have a monster rally in tech. Huge. If they stay on, nothing changes. That's supposed to be on the 6th. I don't know if he can do an emergency extension for a week or so. I don't know how all that works. Okay? But the 6th is the date. And if and when he does the tariffs on solar, if he takes them off, this Enphase goes to probably 244. Okay? Don't know when that is. Gotta see. Okay? MDB. 306, 309, 313, 322. Snowman flying 153, 156. BABA back up. If the tariffs come off of all China stuff on the 6th, BABA can go to 130. Interesting. NOW. Last time snow opened up, huge. Now opened up 10, and we took 7 on the 170s or the 470s, and we had the 485s, and we took $100,000 on that. We went down, we bought them again, made $200,000, $300,000 on the 2 plays. 506, 509, 516. I love the 510s at about $3. Can't pay too much. $3, maybe $4. And let's see what happens if it really rips with snow. Gosh, moving down a little bit. 152, 159. Remember, this was 250 when oil was 126. Now oil is like 110. So if oil pops to 115, this thing's probably 180. Wow. That means those things are going to be $15. Shopalicious. They split tomorrow. They trade split adjusted tomorrow. Do they take this to 400? If he does, those are going to be 13. Google. Insane premium in Google. I haven't seen Google premium this high. Does he know something? I don't know. That's where we bought him. 2352. Tesla. All about 752. Got there yesterday and right down. 752, 752. But then there's a beast, 777. UPST 41, MicroStrategy 206, FDX 248, Coin 52. Interesting. That's what we know. Comments, questions, GS dropping? Yeah, probably. Everything. As oil goes up, they're going to take some stuff down. Okay, take some stuff down. Let's see what happens. Can we get through 39.32? Then we have a big move. Nice day to start. Everybody manage your account. See you in chat. Thanks.